Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and it's been a couple days since I did the first impressions on the Reignited Trilogy version of Spyro the Dragon, and as you can see I've already 120%ed it, though the 20% doesn't really mean much because after you 100% the game, you unlock one more level that's just collect 2,000 treasure, and that's where that extra 20% comes from. It really is not a long game to 100% though, probably took me about 7 hours. But now, we're going to be looking at Ripto's Rage, the second Spyro, which I've never played. I have no experience with this game. I don't think I've ever even seen it. So this is entirely new to me, but I thought we'd check it out before I get into it. So I don't even know like what's new mechanics, if this is still about collecting crystallized dragons. I have no idea. I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say that it is better.
Rain ever gonna stop?
Other people say it's rushed.
What the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm, somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Gnasty Gnorc's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Gnorc!
Also, I'm not clear if Spyro can fly in this one, because at the end of the first game, he can fly. But I don't know if they're going to retcon this.
Professor? Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
So basically they messed with
the professor's book.
The dragon's
they
slipgate.
Have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh? Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach?
And what are you supposed to be?
Staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me?
So Ripto was just a tiny little man with magic.
A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Now, where did this random fairy come from?
that jerk?
Is she from this world or
That was
ours?
Ripto, and
Because
we
there's a
have
bunch
to
of
get rid of
fairies
him.
in the first game.
He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds.
Well, I'm guessing
Right now,
then we're not
I'll have to
rescuing
follow
any
Ripto and
dragons,
see what
because it
he's
wouldn't
up
make
to.
sense for there to be
I'm
other
leaving the
dragons
summer
here.
forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
That's the problem with portal technology. You never know what might be on the other side. Okay, so now we're just here. So yeah, I don't even know if this uses like the hub structure from the first game where you have a bunch of portals to other levels. But I can tell already, you need to collect gems.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems! Can you stop them?
So they're not made from gems, they just have gems on them. Also, it turns out the reason I didn't remember Spyro having a button-mashy head slam when I was doing Half-Life Year of the Dragon was because you don't have that in the first game. Apparently that's actually from this one, and it's an upgrade you have to like buy with gems later. There is something very satisfying every time about those big golden numbers coming off of the gems when you pick them up. Also, I spent like the whole game using B to do the fire, but it actually turns out to be a lot easier to just use right trigger. Because there are parts where you need to charge and then quickly flame, and that's hard to do if you're using your thumb for X and B. So, I went most of the game doing that, and then at the end, because there's a couple of chases, I finally started using the trigger. Also, we're collecting souls of these guys? I guess enemies don't drop gems, they drop those instead. They're a different collectible now. But yeah, I had fun with the first game. You know, it's a little simple. There are some levels that are a little devious, though. Like the treetops one, where you have to do these very specific charges and, like, do sharp 180-degree turns in midair in order to land somewhere else. So that level gave me some trouble. But it's not overall too tough of a game. Okay, we already got all of that stuff. I also played through the whole thing without the map on, because, I don't know, the map just looks like it's kind of tacked on since the original games didn't have them. And none of these maps are complicated enough that I think you need it to be able to tell where to go.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Elora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this.
And since there are no...
That means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place.
There are no dragon platforms, so the checkpoints are just the ferry. Because again, the first game had ferries, and some of them actually had a purpose. It seems like the main way that they changed up the gameplay in the first game, from just your basic Spyro abilities, was having power-ups in the levels, like getting kissed by a fairy giving you super flames, or having these ramps that make you charge really good for a short time. Are you good?
We gemcutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. And it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Okay, so there were actually ladders in this then. I wonder if the climbing animation in Half-Life is taken directly from this then. Also, if this is their mine, why do they have ladders they can't climb in it? Didn't you build it?
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Okay, so maybe gems are a more important part of progression in this game. Because in the first one, the only times it's really important for gems is... There's like one of the world transitions where he's like, show me this many gems before I'll let you go.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. That Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
So he probably shows up a bunch of times and he's like, I'll charge you to do this for you, Spyro. I'm the 1% in this magical world. I mean, it sounds like generally this one is still fairly well received among most people. And it's the third one where people are like, oh, it's kind of rushed. You can tell they were in a hurry to get it finished.
Look around, press the action button. Try using action.
Yep, you can still go into first person. So far it doesn't seem like anything is different about Spyro's abilities, but again, maybe we get some upgrades.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
Does that do anything?
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Okay. So are we in a homeworld right now, or is this just basically a level? Well, we're definitely not done here yet, because I only saw like half the level. Oh, yeah, that's just a shortcut. Also, there's motion blur, as you probably can tell when I rotate it, and that gets a little disorienting because you spend a lot of the game running around like this, you know, shifting the camera to look for gems to make sure you don't have to backtrack later. So the fact that you can't turn the motion blur off is a little unfortunate, but it's not too bad. It's just, it gets a little disorienting, I found, after playing the game for like 2 hours straight. I also like that still seems to be here. You can hear the little percussion the music gets when you go into charge. Those light little drum beats. Soundtrack is pretty good for the first game, and presumably the second one. I assume it's done by the same person. Also, the gems look different. They're more like triangular cut now, or at least the small ones.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Oh, I think that was the other thing people complained about with this, was that there's a lot of mini-games. Okay. Seems like it auto-targets.
Follow me.
Okay, but what about this pot? I need this pot. I wonder if I was supposed to shoot it with the rock. I can probably get up there with a charge. It's not that high. Nope, it is that high. Also, there was one bug in the first game where you had to switch the FPS to 30, otherwise one of the mechanics didn't activate, where there's supposed to be platforms that slide up and down. But that same mechanic worked in every other level, so I thought that was a really weird thing. And also, I was going to say that this game kind of looks like shit when it's running in 30 FPS. Like, it is obviously not made to run in 30 FPS.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short...
Confirmed. Spyro cannot fly better than this. Alright, so I can see what they mean about the mini-games, but, I mean, it adds some variety to the mechanics. Though the flying levels in the first game were a little annoying. I actually found I only really had trouble with one of them before I found, like, the optimal path. Alright, well, didn't finish that one. Where does this go? Looks like it goes pretty high. Never mind. Just goes to this guy.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
There's a lot more voice acting in this, though not from Spyro, apparently. There's a lot of people talking to you. Because in the first game, it's like, the only time he'd really say anything is when you rescue a dragon, and then he'd have like one line before you just go back to looking for more dragons. He wasn't really much of a character.
You'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the
Okay.
You can pick up a...
Nope, didn't want to talk to you. It's the same button. Those guys don't even drop souls. Where did he go? I heard him. Okay, he went that way. That's the portal. Okay, well, I see the lizard, but I don't see the guy. Okay, he didn't even explain anything that time. So, the stuff you spit does kind of home in, same as when you would charge objects in the first game. So it's not really that particular. Also, I'm hoping none of these minigames are timed, because that was really the only thing that made the flying levels tough in the first game, because they had such tight time limits. I feel like we're not going in the... Okay, I can't jump that high. I feel like we're not going in the most efficient order for these. Okay, where's your lizard? I hear it. Yep.
You can pick up...
Nope. Still don't want to talk to you. Okay. That one's a little less snappy. Okay, I think I clipped through his head. His hitbox is not very big.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
I mean, he said that they had already destroyed his whole crop, so we didn't save anything. We just saved his future crops. Cool. I got an orb. Another collectible. Thankfully, it seems like it still tracks those collectibles on this screen. Though it doesn't seem like the souls are being tracked. Maybe those are not important. Alright. Now we gotta find the part of the level that has more gems in it. That's how this goes. Thankfully, gems have this very obvious sparkle from a distance, so you can usually tell, like, oh, there's a ledge up there with some gems on it. Okay, what's this up here? Well, I can't get up there. I think that's another fly power-up. And I probably need to use it to light those lamps around this room. So there's that ledge up there. Oops. Hold on, let me reactivate that. I'm not sure where I missed one last time, because it seems like I skipped one of them. Must have been this one.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it and...
I like the idea that these fairies just randomly dropped off these orbs like, here you go, I guess. Hold on to this. It's important. I don't know if this is important. Says there's 400, so there's got to be at least one more large area that has gems, but I might not be able to get to it without that power-up. The ability to climb ladders. Put this door over here. Well, let's just go to the next area, since it's actually very easy to backtrack if this is anything like the first one, because you can fast travel from the guidebook. You don't even have to physically walk to the areas. So it makes it very easy to just go and clean up an area once you're at the portal to the next one. This already has more cutscenes than the first game, since the first game has 2.
Oh, no. Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Elora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a faun, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
It's like a goat with 2 legs.
Did you meet the gemcutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
They don't seem to value these important
there are 14
artifacts they've been given.
Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans?
But he doesn't even wear
If you
shoes.
come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hotfoot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
He just wanted a vacation. And now our boy's getting dragged into another adventure. It's like Mario Sunshine, basically, right? Except there, the adventure was actually at the place he was trying to vacation. Never played Sunshine.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
So I guess this just has like a direct progression of worlds instead of like subworlds. Okay, that's also just health. The same thing that all of these fodder enemies drop. This area seems pretty empty right here. Anything tucked away? Nope. Anytime there's a hole like this for you to fall into when you fail to jump, there's always gems down there anyway, so you gotta do it at least once. Also kind of funny that Spyro wants to go to the beach considering he can't swim and violently dies when he touches water. Though oddly, he has the exact same animation for when you die in water as when you die in lava. So I guess as a dragon, he's not lava-proof. What are you doing?
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again.
I thought he was going to try to hit me up for money. Spyro, I could probably fix this with my cheetah powers. If you give me some money. I gotta pay off my debts. Oh, hold on. Apparently Spyro can swim now, or at least is not harmed by water. So, Peach is still in. I keep thinking the frogs are green gems. Oh, here's Moneybags again.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Learning to swim costs 500 gems. Like this fuck knows how to swim. So yeah, it definitely seems like there's more of a use for your gems now. More of a reason to be a completionist than just to get the number to go up. So this does seem to have some levels, just not nearly as many. Because like each hub world had about 5 levels, including the boss level in the first game. I didn't even read what he said.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
God, now I'm picturing like a hologram version of this guy giving you a tutorial in Half-Life.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Okay, so you can hover now. In the first game, hitting Y would just cause you to stop if you were charging or flying. So I need to... Okay, you get a little hop at the end. So that's a new mechanic.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
Wait, why a walking start? Why not a charging start? That one doesn't even look that far.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
How do you even make running shoes for, like, digit-grade legs like that? They look more like boots, I guess, no matter what. Alright, so there's a boss level down there. Pretty sure I could just fly to that from here if I wanted to. Or at least it sounds like a boss level, considering it's called Colossus. Let's check it out. I mean, I guess I could have just also swam here, since Spyro can swim, and the diving is only to get underwater treasure. And we even get boss intros now. So there's definitely, like, more production going into this, and I assume this was all in the original. Where's the goat?
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
So it's a monastery level? Judging by the soundtrack? We also got some angry penguins. Actually, he looks pretty chill now. Angry goats, though. Spyro, our goats are out of control.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
That's not a door. It's like a weird wooden mouth. Okay, it just rotates. Never mind. Thought it was gonna open. Not what you expect an ox to do. That's how they get you. I was like, can I use my fire to melt this down into more treasure? But Spyro is not interested in gold. He's only interested in gems. Honestly, playing through these also kind of makes me want to play Ratchet and Clank. I played the first one, and that's about it. Again, like with Spyro. So, it'd be nice to replay that.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
All of our entryways are voice activated.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attacks.
Yeah, I know. I don't need you yakking at me on how to deal with them. I've already done it. No more yak. We almost have enough gems to learn how to swim. I mean, I guess if you're a wealthy capitalist who owns a yacht, you need to know how to swim when you drunkenly fall off of it.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up isn't active, you need...
Okay, so that's what the souls are for, which means you do at least need most of them in order to get all the gems in the level, because you need the power-ups to get the gems.
Hey, look what I can do.
But I didn't ask you to. Now, was I going to keep going up? Okay, he's activated it. I don't have to keep asking him to do it again. The stealth controls just as good as the first one, though. Like, presumably the controls are almost identical for this port, or remaster, or remake, whatever you want to call it. I guess it wouldn't be port, though, because it's not the original game.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
Yep, that's still the same. Do I need 11 more, or do I need 11 total? I'm not even normally that much of a completionist, but I'll probably end up doing 100% for this game as well, or whatever weird over 100% they have after you finish it. Okay.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
You know, you can be a vegetarian and be violent. The two are not mutually exclusive. Okay.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
But I'll give it to you, even though you didn't do anything. So it seems that's the goal of each of these levels then, is to collect the talismans. And I guess these still aren't really sub-levels, these are actually homeworlds themselves. Oh, skating, Spyro. You cannot charge while you're on ice. You also can't jump. Okay, he wants the 2 balls. What are you going to trade them for?
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper?
Sure.
You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
Okay. This is probably going to be an awkward minigame. How do I even control the... Okay, you just eat it. I'm stuck on him. I mean, considering we don't have any skates, he's really not much faster than us. What? What? Spyro still looks like he's holding the puck. His cheeks were still bulging. Ah, damn it. I think if I hit a wall, he'll spit it out. I mean, so far these minigames seem pretty easy, but they do have a difficulty rating on them, which means they get hard.
Well done. Have this.
So did I need 2 orbs to participate, or does that give you 2 orbs? I guess I got 2 out of that.
Game of one-on-one. The first to score 5 goals wins. You.
So yeah, now we're adding in some other people. Does this mean I have a goalie too? Should really learn to protect that corner. I mean, they can hit you, but it doesn't even do damage. It just stuns you for a second. And I assume makes you spit out the puck if you're holding it. Alright, well, pretty easy so far. He's not a very good skater either. Oh, he actually blocked it. Oh, okay. I could use fire still. Suddenly I don't feel so bad about the fact that he can hit me back. Interesting that I can flame the puck. Alright, let's go for the easy last goal. Don't get punched by the goalie. I got punched, and somehow that canceled out the puck completely. Out of the way, nerd. You just try to slap it out of my mouth? We're supposed to be on the same team.
Well done. Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
If you stare at it long enough, you might go blind, because it's really bright. Nope, that was just the same thing. Alright, well. That was certainly a minigame. And it seems like there's going to be a bunch of those. Also, I think that was it. I don't think there's another level of that. It's not like, oh, every minigame has up to 5 stars of difficulty. It's just like a general measure of difficulty. Well, I don't think we need to go too much farther, but this seems decent so far. You know, it doesn't really seem like a downgrade from the first game. It has you doing slightly different stuff. I don't think I'd really want to do the exact same thing as the first game. I think that needs a power-up. So, enough of this is similar that it feels comfortable to go right from the first game to the second one. But, you know, obviously the design is different for what we're doing. And I'm okay with that. I think that's a good compromise. I'm curious to see how the third game is apparently rushed. But I think that's also the one where you have a bunch of different playable characters. And this one, you don't actually switch to those other characters. But yeah, I guess we'll call that a look at Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage Reignited. I'll probably keep playing through this and end up at the third one, so I wonder if this will be that much longer than the first game. So what is that up there? Is that a giant hockey stick? Up in the mountain? Anyway, thanks for joining me, and you folks all take care.